record the call because this is going live right now. We got Atlanta. We got Rochester in the building. Hold on. We got Rochester in the building. Yo, we got Rochester in the building. Let's go. Let's go. We got the Elevate Your Success gang in the building. We got El Paso in the building. We got the Rock. We got Texas. We got Atlanta. We worldwide. We got Houston in here. Hold on. Let's go. Let me see some energy in the chats, bro. Let me see some energy in the chat, right? Because people's lives need to get delivered, right? There's a message that has to be spread, right? People need to be cured of poverty. And I got to make sure before we get this phone call started, shout out to y'all for being on this phone call, right? Shout out to y'all for actually dedicating y'all life to get better, right? So before we get started, I just had to shout y'all out. You come first. You my family. You come first. It's ready to go. And the second thing that I want to do, I want to make sure that we all on the same mindset, right? I want to make sure that we're all on the same page right now, right? If you are here to learn how you can become a better trader mentally, let me see you drop your favorite emoji in the chat right now. Go crazy. Because I can't start this call if we not on the same mindset, right? I got to make sure that my people are here, that y'all attentive, that y'all engaging, and that y'all serious. So if you on the same mindset as me, you came here to learn from two of the most prestige people inside of this organization, I gotta see your favorite emoji, bruh. I gotta see your favorite emoji. I gotta see your favorite emoji, y'all. All right. We want what up? All right, ladies and gentlemen, if you guys are ready to start this call and you ready to receive what it is that we have for y'all, I need y'all to drop a I'm ready in the chat. Because I want to see if y'all ready. If you ready to hear what we got on our minds, this secret sauce, this education, this value, I need y'all to drop I'm ready in the chats right now. I'm ready in the chats, right? Take one more minute to make sure your favorite trader is on this call. Make sure your newest trader is on this call. If you just launch somebody, make sure that they're on this call. Listen, y'all don't know who I'm bringing up right now. I'm bringing up one of the top traders that you can gain knowledge from. Like, y'all got to understand, me having this gentleman on this call can take your trading career to the next level only if you let it, right? So I'm going to ask y'all to do one more thing. I need to know that y'all serious. Let me see them notebooks. Where them notebooks at? Where they at? There go my note takers. There go my note takers. There go my note takers. I see a couple more people. Hold on. Some people still ain't got their camera on. See, one thing my mentor told me is you got to show that smile. Don't hide in the dark. You got a beautiful smile. People need to hear your message. People need to see your face. Show that smile. Be beautiful. Be you. Right? Be you. I ain't gonna beg you to turn the camera on. That's one thing I'm not gonna do. I'm not gonna beg you to turn the camera on. But yo, somebody said kick them out. Yo, the energy is crazy in here. Let's get this chat going, yo. Promote this on your social media. Drop it in your chat. And without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to go ahead and start off this call, right? Because I know there's a lot of new people on here that's inside of my organization, inside of Zakar's organization. You guys are new. You are brand new. So the purpose of this call today was to connect with you guys on a mental level, to share with you some trading psychology tips that can help you catapult your business to the next level, right, guys? So I want to help you guys learn from a specific topic today. Today, my topic is going to be the greatness that's within, right? The greatness that is within. If you guys are ready to hear what I got on my mind, what I prepared for you guys, drop some 777s in the chat for the number of completion. Drop some 777s in the chat, the number of completion. I need to okay. I see my squad on here. Y'all got them cameras off now. Now that we ready, right? We ready? Here's what we gonna do, family. We gonna take a minute. Matter of fact, 30 seconds in silence, just to be grateful for this platform, to be grateful for this opportunity, right? To be grateful for everything that we're blessed with. I want you guys to take 15 to 30 seconds to be grateful. Just close your eyes and visualize everything that has changed for you since you came into this information, right? Let's start that now. Let's visually be ready for a blessing. And we're going to start off a moment of silence right now. All right, let's go. Y'all ready? Did y'all just visualize yourself signing the deed to your mom's house? Did you just visualize yourself walking into your dream home? Did you just visualize yourself backing out that new car off the lot? Did you just visualize yourself setting up a trust for your kids? Did you just visualize yourself manifesting your dreams? What did you do just now? Let me see it in the chat. Let's go. Let's go. So I'm going to start off with the topic of greatness within. Okay, this is what I want you guys to write down in your notes, because note takers are money makers, and you don't want to be that one person that's sitting there with too much pride and you don't want to take notes because you don't like me or you don't like the way that I deliver the message. Don't do that. Put your pride to the side. Take notes, because somebody on this call or something that's said on this call could literally change your life for the next 10 years, right? I know some of you guys probably started this and you're like, you know what? This is going to be my year. This is going to be my year. Yeah, I started with I Am Mastery Academy. I'm a trader now. This is going to be my year, right? This is going to be my year. But how many people on this call wanted to make it their decade? Like, yeah, this is my decade. This is my decade. We're not thinking short term. We're thinking long term. This is my decade, right? So I want you guys to understand that you got to go for it, because you have greatness within. Listen to this. If you die tomorrow, do you know how many dreams and ideas and stories and aspirations die with you? If you don't use that greatness from within your mind, all your dreams and aspirations are going to die with you. So today's call is to help you figure out trading psychology tips that is going to help you stay focused. It's going to help you understand where you want to go in life, because you deserve more. You deserve more. You got to believe that it's possible for you to have your dream. And not only is it possible, but it's necessary. It's necessary for you to have your dream. And the only way to get that dream is to be equipped with the right mindset, the right team, and the right opportunity. And for you guys that are on this call right now, I want to let you know you have exactly just that. All you have to do is start working on your paradigm. Start shifting that paradigm so that you can flourish into the person that you truly see yourself becoming, right? If you guys feel where I'm coming from, drop some 5s in the chat, because I don't want y'all to just hear me. I need you to feel where I'm coming from. If you feel like you deserve to chase your dreams, you deserve to go after your ambitions, you deserve to create a legacy, drop some 5s in the chat, because I want to make sure my bosses understand I'm on a mission. I'm on a mission to show each boss that you can still bag, you can still dress nice, you don't have to degrade yourself, you don't have to ask for permission, and you can get it all if you wanted to on your own. That's what we're really here for. But it all starts with the mindset. It all starts with the mindset. I want you guys to understand that you are God's highest form of creation. That's the first thing you got to understand. Shout out to my homegirl, Tashima. First person to join me in this business. She always tell me, you are God's highest form of creation. And she already believed that before I believed it in myself. And look what happened. The Rochester leg is going dummy. The team is expanding. We got people on here changing their lives because they changed their mindset. So there's going to be 2 keys that I want to share with you today. Right, family? I want you to take these 2 keys and write them down so you can apply them to your life. Okay? The first one is you want to take responsibility of your personal thinking. Take responsibility over your personal thinking. A lot of people come into this business and they're like, yo, I'm confused. I don't get it. I don't understand it. Everybody else is winning and I'm not. Everybody else is taking trades and I'm not. You have to take responsibility on the way that you're thinking about it, right? Because the way that you think about things turn into the way that you speak about things. Your thoughts create behaviors, right? Behaviors create actions. So I want you guys to understand the first thing that you have to do is take personal responsibility over your thoughts. Okay? If you start thinking positively every single morning, you wake up, you look in the mirror, you tell yourself, I am powerful, I am grateful, I am beautiful, I am wealthy, I am intelligent. Guess what the universe is going to give to you in return? Wealth, beauty, intelligence, greatness, power. But you have to start taking control over your personal thinking, right? And that plays in on your psychology. If you're not thinking positive, your trade's not going to be positive. If you can't handle your emotions, you can't handle $1,000 trading account. So that's the first key that I want to help you guys out with, because when I first started, I know a lot of you guys don't know me, but I'll share a story with you, right? I'll share a story with you. When I was 16, I had a kid. I was still in high school. Walking around pregnant. I had a baby, and that was that. How many of you on this call know somebody who had a baby while they were still in high school? Drop the baby emoji. Oh, she raised her hand. Heavily raised her hand. Where y'all at? Any teen moms on the teen moms? I'm not the only one. I ain't the only one that, hey, I just want to come on here and be transparent with y'all. I don't want y'all to look at me like I'm some perfect Instagram influencer who just has it all together, because it's not true, right? Let me see. Anybody else? Y'all know somebody who had a kid in high school, right? Maybe one of your friends was pregnant in high school. I was that friend. None of my friends had babies. So I knew immediately I couldn't think like the rest of the people. None of my kids, they was going clubbing. I'm trying to find a babysitter. And when I found out that my life was going to be different from everybody else, I had to start thinking differently, right? I had to start thinking differently, not only for myself, but for my future, okay? So I know a lot of you guys don't know me, but I've been in this financial industry, and I've been in the business of I Am Mastery Academy for almost a year now. I've been trading prior to that, but when I came here, my mindset elevated to another level. It elevated to another level because there were other people around me vibrating on higher frequency levels, and I wanted a piece of that. Don't you guys get tired of seeing everybody else winning and you not winning? I know y'all want a piece of that. That's why y'all on this call today. So I'm going to give y'all the second tip, right? The second tip that I learned from my trading journey. Understand that it is up to you who decides what happens. Not what happened to you in your past, but it's up to you who decides what happened. Every day that you wake up, it's a new day. Every day that you open your eyes, it's a blessing for you to go out there and get what it is that you really want. See, I've been working with some savages. Who decided I don't want to go and live my old ways no more. I want to break those old habits. I don't want to live that way no more. When they decided it was up to me and not what happened to me, that's when everything started changing. So it's all about the way that you live, all about the way that you think, right? So the second key is it is up to you to determine your destiny and what happens to you. Don't use that excuse of, oh, I grew up poor, I grew up broke, or I was homeless. It's not about what happened to you. It's up to you who decides what happens. If that makes sense, drop some 777s in the chat. Because I feel like the boss ladies on here are the ones who really, really want to take it to the next level. And then we got some fellas on here that's not scared to go out there and get it. You're not scared to go out there and get it, and I love that. But see, the thing is, you got to be equipped with the right mindset. You have to be equipped with the right mindset so that you walking around confident as ever. Can't nobody tell you nothing. You walking around like you just won every single trade. That's the mentality that I want you guys to pick up. Because in this game of being a trader, there is no feelings. There is no emotions. There is no room for the weak. There is no room for the crybabies. You have to be mentally fit for this. You got to be fit for the fight. Right now, me and my team is loading up so we could be fit for the fight. If you fit for the fight right now, drop that arm emoji in the chat box. If you getting fit for the fight right now, drop that arm emoji in the chat box. Because I see a lot of people that's on here and they want it. They say they want chairman, but they only say it because it sounds good. They don't have the right mindset or the right way of thinking to get there. So today, Zakar and I are going to come on here and share with you some single slightly things that can help you catapult your business to the next level, right? So those two things, take personal responsibility of your thoughts. Because if you're thinking negative, the trade is going to go negative. If you wake up and you're in a bad mood, your trades are going to be in a bad mood. So think about if you wake up jolly, you wake up happy. Hey, sweetie, how you doing? Breakfast is ready. Hey, kids, breakfast is ready. Hey, girl, how you doing? Tell me something good. That's how I address people. What's up, shorty? Tell me something good. Because most people are walking around miserable. They're ready to tell you about their complaints and their excuses, not us. We're getting fit for the fight, but I want you guys to understand that it starts within the mind. So if you can take personal responsibility for yourself so that you can get better, step number 2 is going to be way much easier. It's going to be easier for you to decide what happens. You are in control of your destiny. You are the one that's going to get you to that next rate. You are the one that's going to press. You're the one that's going to press buy or sell when that trade signal comes in. So mentally, I want y'all to be fit for the fight. I want your posture up. I want you walking around like I'm the baddest in the world. Can't nobody top me. Can't nobody touch me. Who lost the trade? Nah, that was just a lesson, right? So I want to help you guys out, but I want to make sure that you're not just going to be on this and you're not going to take it back and apply it to your real life, right? I need you guys to apply it to your life because you got to understand that it's more for you out there. It's more for you out there, right? You have to determine your future. You work to overcome those certain things and those certain things that you used to be. Look at yourself right now. Like, is this really me? If I die tomorrow, is this how I want to be remembered? Think about it right now. Is this really me, or can I become better mentally? Can I become better mentally? Think about it. Have you really done everything that you could do to be better since you started with this program? And if that's a no, that's okay, because I've been there. I felt the way you felt right now. But what I found out, there's other people in this business surpassing me. And to me, I'm just too competitive for that. I want to eat at the same table as you eating at. If you P2K, I want to be P2K too. If you C10, I want to be C10 too. I ain't saying it just to sound good, but I got the right mind, and now I got the skill set to have it too. So I want you guys to come in here and have the right mindset, so that once you have the skill set from the traders, the 2 and 2 go hand in hand. You can't have a bad attitude and be a good trader. You can't be a good trader and have a bad attitude. It just don't work like that. Think about this. This is the last thing I'm going to leave with y'all before I pass it off to the man of the hour. Think about every time you ever had a dream about sports, about competition, about anything, particularly sports though. Whenever I had a dream about sports, I was the star. So understand that we were all born to be winners. How every time you have a dream about yourself, ain't you the star? You the star of the dream. We were all born to be winners, but it's all about the way that you carry yourself and the way that you think every single day. So I want you guys thinking positive, speaking positive affirmations over your life. I am powerful. I am great. We changed our whole company name to help people start thinking more positive. That's how serious we are about this, guys. So if you guys found value from anything I said this afternoon, drop some money bags in the chat. Drop money bags in the chat if you guys found value. If you actually took notes, let me hold up your notes right now. Let me see how many people want to call to notes, because what I just said was like as to who's coming up. Let me see. Yes, let's go. Good looking, guys. Now, I appreciate y'all for being on this call. I truly do, and I want to give the love right back to y'all, because y'all could have been on YouTube. Y'all could have been outside. Y'all could have been doing anything, but y'all decided to give me a piece of your time, and for that, I want to say thank you. For that, I will always want to say thank you. And the next person that I'm bringing up is somebody that took it upon themselves to become a part of the 1% of people that invest and have their money working for them long term. Right? This educator is somebody that I truly look up to. I want to tell y'all a little story about how we met. It's kind of crazy because I joined this business, and my man Gustavo is my ace boon coon, my number one guy, and he got me plugged in. And as you guys know, we have conventions every single 6 months. We have conventions, right? So when I got started, I'm like, yo, bro, I'm going to the convention. Okay, cool. We was plugged in at the Airbnb, right? We had our last convention in Dallas. I'm sorry, the last convention I went to was in Dallas, right? And I went down there. Little did everybody know I ain't had no money in my pocket at the time, but I was just so excited to be around millionaires that I just kept it on the hush, right? I just kept it on the hush. I just went to the convention and I just kept it on the hush.
Like, I just needed to be around that energy, needed to be around that fire. You ever be around the energy and you like, yo, my energy ain't right now, but I'm going to just keep it on the hush, and I'm going to submerge myself with the rest of this goodness. So I went down there, and I actually got a chance. I don't know if you guys know C-John, but C-John just ranked up Platinum 5000 in business. I was able to meet C-John and Zakar and a lot of their family members that also trade. And guess what? They welcomed me in. They welcomed me into the Wealth Club, right? They put me on game, right? A lot of you people probably join somebody over the internet and you never met them before. But trust and believe me, that time is coming. Tati will tell you. I met Tati at the Dallas convention too. We really about that life. We're a family. Not only do we connect on the internet, but if something's going wrong mentally, you could pick up the phone and call us. So when it was crazy when I met Zakar, because he was a swipe trader at the time, and honestly, like I just wanted to learn so much from him, but I was so shy, right? So what did? I just blended in. Like I was just chilling. Imagine being in an Airbnb with 12 other investors and everybody is just loving each other. Everybody's showing love. We going to the convention. We pulling up. We dressing fly. We getting content together. And at the end of the day, we showing love and being a family. So that was really how I met Zakar. We stayed in the same Airbnb. The vibe was dope. He really carried himself well, just like a prestige gentleman, right? When you see him, you know he's a trader. You know he means business, right? And this is somebody that I really look up to. I take his trades. When he drop them, I take them. I trust his analysis. I get on his New York session. I have my New York team getting on his New York session on new traders. Man, listen, the person I'm about to bring up next is somebody that is building a business on another level. He's in Atlanta right now. He's been trading for 5 years, guys. A lot of you guys can't keep a job for 5 years, and that's okay, because I can't either. But I trade for 5 years, and I admire his continuousness to see people on the next level, right? So this man that I'm about to bring up, I need you guys to visualize somebody coming into your life and literally giving you tip for tip about some things that you can take and implement into your trading career, right? So without further ado, I actually want to bring on Zakar. You guys might know him as Trade Smart Z. He's a father and a husband. He's been bringing major value to the community down there in Atlanta. And he's been doing this for 5 years. Even before this, he was doing his thing on the charts. So you guys got to understand that this is somebody that you really need to take notes from. This is somebody that you need to quiet the background noise for. If there's anybody around that's distracting you right now, I need you to shut it down, because a future chairman is about to get on the mic. And I can't bring him on the mic if y'all ain't ready. If y'all ready to receive, say I'm ready in the chat. Say I'm ready in the chat. If you're ready to receive, move that mouse, move up closer, let's see it, drop it in the chat. I'm ready. I'm ready. I need to see my people. Who's ready? Yo, who's ready, bruh? Who's ready? I want to be with the people that's hungry. I want to be with the people that's quiet. Who's ready? Because I got to see. If you quiet, man, this just ain't not for you. You just might want to copy and paste. But listen, guys, with all seriousness, you guys join this call because you want to learn about trading psychology. Me, myself, I'm going to take some tips as well, because I know that he has been in this game longer than me, so he has what I want in life. Current Platinum 1000, P2000 loaded in the chamber, cocked back and loaded. Without further ado, I'm bringing my mans on. I'm about to make you host right now, bro. I hope you're ready. I'm going to give you 2 more seconds. I hope you're ready, bro. I hope you're ready, because I need you to come on here and drop this fire. If y'all ready, drop some fire emojis for the chat. I'm about to make them host. Without further ado, y'all give it up in the chat. Drop some fire emojis in the chat for my man, MRD, a.k.a. Zakar. But kill it. Turn it up in the chat. Turn it up in the chat.
Wow. I mean, God, that edification and introduction, I'm definitely too short for all that edification right there, for real. Like, I don't mean to put myself down, but Rose, you already know how you be hyping people up, because she was doing me like this in Dallas. I'm not gonna lie to y'all, this type of person Rose is. I was outside of the convention taking pics with Abel. She's laying on the ground on her side taking pics with the phone. We just met each other like 2 days ago. She shows so much love, fire, passion, humble, teachable, incredible, phenomenal. I mean, I have nothing bad to say about Rose. When I met her, she carried herself like a lady at all times, right? Very emotional, very passionate. And she's very serious about helping people and serious about this business. And she loves, you know, what it is that we do. She loves what it is that, you know, we provide for people, which is that, like she says, that paradigm. You know, what's so crazy is, you know, I was where I was at, but honestly, after Dallas, I got humbled, right? I got humbled so much. And she probably could say the same, like, because that was my first time being around people that I consider mentors. I was actually, for the first time in Dallas, meeting a lot of people that I used to watch.
Yo, my fault, y'all. He probably lost signal. Just give it 1 second. But y'all, he not lying. I really was on the ground taking pictures for him, like no cap. So I already know, like I'm definitely that type of business partner. I will get on the ground for you and get your angles that. Like, give it a second, y'all, because he's about to hop on. I want to make sure that, yo, I forgot all about that, yo. I'm going to be real. Like, you ain't no real friend if you ain't ready to get down on the ground for your friend and catch their angle, man. Yo, y'all got to understand, I started at the bottom. I was with the small fish. So now y'all looking at me now like, yo, she up. But I started from the bottom with the small fish, with the P150s, with the people who ain't got no sign-ups, with the people that's trying to get their first sale. Like, when I met Zakar, I wasn't ranked. I ain't have nothing. I ain't have no credibility. I just had followers on Instagram. That's it. Where my bro at, man? Look at the devil working, y'all. He don't want y'all to get this sauce. He don't want y'all to get this sauce, man. You see what happened with my bro? Hey, yo, if y'all getting some value,
I got kicked off the call. I don't know what just happened. But like I was saying, guys, I got really humbled when I was in Dallas, and one thing that really stuck with me the most when I went to Dallas was when I actually got introduced to Bob Proctor. Right, I've heard of him. I heard about him on The Secret. You know, I've read a couple books. I actually dabbled in Think and Grow Rich, which is basically like his great grandfather's book in a sense. When you think about the mentorship line and how that works. And the main thing that he talked about was that, you know, you got to think and act like the person you want to become. Now, everybody on this chat, drop a 777 if you want to be a master successful trader, right? Drop a 777 if you want to be a master successful trader, right? You want to know the skill set and you want to profit, right? Not one or the other. You got some masters that don't profit, and you got some people that, you know, that profit, but they don't really know it and they can't really duplicate it. They can't impact anybody else. You know, because they just plug in, they take the signals, which is wonderful. But some of us, we want more. We want to be in control, right? We want to be in control. We want to decide our destiny. So you got to think and act like the person that you want to become. So the thing that he talks about is shifting your paradigm. In order for you to think and act like the person you want to become, you have to shift your paradigm, just like Rose talked about. And I want to tell you guys what the paradigm actually controls. Like, what does the paradigm actually have influence over? So go ahead, take your notes, because this is the key things that the paradigm actually has control over in your life. Number one is your perception, right? Number one, your paradigm has influence over your perception. So, of course, everybody perceives the market differently, right? Somebody may see a huge spike and their perception is, I just missed out, right? That's a perception. Your paradigm has control that reaction in your mind to think that, as opposed to some other person, they may say, oh, I'm gonna go ahead and put my trend line there and anticipate the pullback. Like, that's a perception, right? They're still thinking opportunity even though they saw the market fly away, right? Your paradigm also controls your use of time, right? How you use your time. Some of us, you know, we wait till the last second. That's part of your paradigm. When you like to wait to the last second to get things done. Some of us are always in a hurry, doing too much at once, right? That's part of your paradigm. You don't have peace, right? You're in a rush. That's anxiety. Your paradigm has influence over your creativity, right? Creativity is very key. In trading, you actually have to be able to use your creativity. You have to have imagination. You have to be able to see what's not there, and also be able to remember things that you actually saw, which actually plays into your creativity. Effectiveness, right? Of course, your paradigm is going to have an influence over how effective you are. And effectiveness might be very important for trading because you're not going to be able to capitalize as much as you can if you're not effective at what it is you do. Are you effective at identifying where to place your stop loss? Is it effective, right? Are you effective at deciding how much you should risk and having that emotional intelligence to maybe stop trading for the day, right? Your productivity. So these effectiveness, productivity, they go hand in hand. Then these last two are very, very, very key. Your paradigm has influence over your logic. Drop a 1 in the chat if you ever done something illogical in the market. Boy, man, sis, look, I've been there. I'm gonna tell you guys a little bit about me. I'm gonna backtrack a little bit. We're probably gonna go to right at about 4. I've done some illogical things in the market, and that was part of my paradigm. Just real illogical stuff. Now, I'm going to show you guys. I'm introducing all this information, and I'm going to show you guys how to exactly build the paradigm that you want for yourself to be successful. So the last thing that the paradigm has influence over is your ability to earn money. All right, your ability to earn money. This, for what we're into, guys, is just too key. It's too important. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. After I listened to Bob Proctor, you know, he talked about Rose. Maybe remember this. He always talks about 2 things. He talks about turning people's yearly income into their monthly income. Number 1, that's one thing that he mentioned. And then another thing he talked about is a lot of times when people leave from his seminars, within about a week or 2, they've like been able to get a raise and double their income. And I'm not gonna lie, guys. He changed my paradigm about some of the things that I did, and I was actually able to make about 4 times as much as I usually did within like the next 48 hours, you know, doing a certain activity that I do. And it was just amazing because I know that he had opened my mind. So I know that the information I'm about to share with you guys will also do the same for you, right? So another thing that I would like to call this, you know, a lot of people say, fake it till you make it, right? So I'm just going to flip that on his head because I really don't, I understand it, but I don't really like that the way that we deliver that. So I'm going to say you need to make it until you can't fake it. All right? You need to make it until you can't fake it. Right? So how do we actually do that? So, you know, guys, it doesn't really matter what strategy you learn. Somebody could come in with the most basic strategy, but if they have the right mindset and the right paradigm, they can be more profitable than me. There are so many people that I'm an information overload when it comes to the market. I know a lot and I'm profitable, but there are some people that know a fraction of what I know and they're way more profitable than me. And that, you know, that comes into the point of their mindset. It may also be because they may have larger accounts, et cetera, but a large part of it is your mindset, right? Somebody can come to the market with $1 million. It doesn't mean they're going to make money. You can come with 10 million. It does not mean you're going to make money. And then I've seen people come with $10 and make thousands. It's insane. It's mindset. And the first thing that you have to have is a vision. You have to have a vision of where you are going. See, the reason why you have to have a vision of where you are going, this plays into your paradigm, is that your vision gives you perspective, right? Your vision gives perspective. It shows you where you are and it shows you where you're going. And once you understand where you're going to start falling in line with that reality. You have to first set the vision though. If the vision isn't clear, then how are you going to get there? It's like bad directions, right? You have to have a clear vision. Now, your vision gives you perspective, but your perspective will then drive your performance, right? It's going to drive your performance. It's going to be the thing that sets the tone for how much you turn up the intensity when you trade, or when you analyze, or when you study, or when you know, even when you're not trading, you're trading. Because one thing that you don't realize is that, well, many of you may not realize, is that how you do anything is how you do everything. Right? This is one of my favorite quotes of all, and it scares me. That's how much, because what it tells me is, wow, I have to grow so much more. If how I do anything is how I do everything, then I got a long way to go. And you know, I think that as human beings that are trying to develop to the most that we can so we can get the most out of ourselves, I suggest that we stick with that quote, you know, how you do anything is how you do everything, so that, you know, you're always knowing that you can do things better, right? It always puts you in a place where, okay, there's always things I can work on. So let's actually get to what you need to do in order to change your paradigm so you can actually start trading more. So everybody go ahead and write this down. This is what you're going to do. Every single day before you trade, you're going to write down 10 things that you're grateful for, right? See, you know, we always talk about like fear or faith. Now I'm going to talk to you guys that there's going to be either gratitude or greed, right? It's either one or the other that you're going to have in the market. You're either going to have gratitude or you're going to have greed. See, the reality is if anybody in here has been trading for a year, your account has probably already seen 6 figures. You just didn't take the profits on it, right? You just didn't take the profits on it because you were looking for something else instead of being grateful for what you were actually getting. A lot of times I did it to myself, guys. I did it to myself. You know, I would literally be trying to make 6 figures in a week, you know? And the thing is, it was always there for me. The market is extremely abundant. It's so abundant that, I mean, anybody can make anything. Anybody can make anything. I've seen it. I just watched a guy, he just took 100,000 to $1 million, right? Real trader, live account. And he did that in a week. Anybody can make anything. But if you're not aligned with making anything, then you're not going to make nothing. So you have to be grateful to make anything. See, you may look at your $20, but you didn't realize that you started with 100 and you just made 20% return. That is awesome. See, when you're thinking in terms of amounts, like we start to compare ourselves. I just got off the phone with somebody today, and he was like, man, it seems like everybody's winning the trades. And I take the same trades on the live session as them, and I'm losing them. Yeah, somebody's probably heard one of their friends say that. When you start getting like that, guys, this is when you really need to take a step back, because it has nothing to do with trading anymore, guys. It's about your mindset. You got to get back to being grateful. Now, the next thing you got to do is get excited. How do you get yourself excited? If you're not excited, now it's one thing when you're losing, you're like, oh, I'm still positive about it. I'm still cool. It's all right. You know, I still think that I'm gonna do well. No, you got to get excited, not just accepting what's happening. You need to know that you're about to get what you're desiring. You have to know that you're about to get what you are desiring. Exactly. You can't fake it. You have to be truly excited. And how can you actually get yourself excited? What you can do. So every day before I trade, you need to do 2 things, and it's in 2 ways. You need to write. So just write this. You may not want to do it right now, but I want you to write 3 things that are included in your new description of your life, right? That align with trading. You know, it may align with the business as well, because residual will definitely help your trading. And I'm actually going to touch on that in a second. But you need to write 3 things that make up your new description. So what does that mean? Your new description it has nothing to do with where you are. It has everything to do with part of your vision. So for example, my new description is, I am a 7-figure trader, right? That's an example of a new description. Or I catch this many pips, or however it needs to be. But it needs to be clear and it needs to be written. Do at least 3. Now, if you can, I suggest that you do something where you can actually see and look at an image of what your new description looks like, or something that falls in line with that, right? Whether it be looking at the house that you want, looking at the account. So I actually have a demo account with a certain balance in it. Before I trade every single day, I look at that account balance first, right? I envision that that's the account balance that I will be getting, you know, by the end of this year. That's my new description. And I look at it. Because what I'm doing is I'm getting myself excited. I really imagine myself that that's where I'm going to be. And now because of that vision, it's going to drive my performance, which I'm going to not do anything to fall out of line with that, because my vision is clear, right? I can't make any mistakes because I'm focused on the goal, right? I'm focused on the goal. So the next thing that you're going to have to do. So the first one was write 10 things that you're grateful for. And I know this may sound like a list, This may really sound like a list, but it's just 3 things at the top that we're going to do. So it's write 10 things that you're grateful for. The second thing is writing your new description and actually looking at an image of it. And the third thing, this is a good one. I'm going to tell you guys a story about it. Is actually doing meditation, mindfulness meditation, right? I'm going to tell you guys a story. Let's go back. There was a point, I was probably about 2.5 years into trading, and I was still working. I was working at an after-school program. I was the director of an after-school program at a elementary school, and I was actually doing my master's as well. And I just had a lot of stuff going on, but I was still trading a lot. And I started getting really bad anxiety about trading, right? So everybody has a story. Like you don't get to a certain point if you haven't overcome certain things. I had really bad anxiety, right? My body would be so stiff. I felt sick. Trading made me feel sick. It might have been 2 things. It could have been my reaction to the particular laptop that I was using. So I did invest in some black tourmaline to help with electromagnetic frequencies. So that's something that you may also want to look into. So it definitely stopped more so with the Mac, but I think that computer that I might have been kind of like sleeping next to was bothering me. But also my anxiety was just so high. And I had just got done paying for mentorship from like this expert trader over in London. And I wanted to really put what he was doing in practice, but I just could not get over anxiety. And I can't lie, a lot of you guys this was around the same time when the Calm app actually released. So that was like my first introduction to just mindfulness breathing meditation. And I actually found some videos on YouTube that I started to watch. And I would literally just, TMI, I used to hop in the shower, turn off all the lights, and I would sit there and I would just do the mindfulness meditation until I knew that I was actually calm. And then I would go to trade. And a lot of you guys not, after about 2 to 3 weeks doing this, I had my first major trading breakthrough, right? I had literally like almost a 20 grand week. 20 grand week. Never had done even 5 figures at this point yet. So nearly a 20 grand week. Literally cashed out, like withdrew like 12K, traded the rest, did a whole bunch of different things. It was like it was the coolest thing that ever happened, because I never made basically my year's worth of, like, I guess, minimum wage money in a week. It was crazy. And what it did, guys, is it allowed for me to be more in tune with myself. What we do and what we've been taught to do at work and stuff is we don't really look after ourselves, right? We don't check and see how we're really feeling and how we're really doing. We just, tighten up, get really stiff, and just do the work. But trading, you can't do that with trading, guys. So if you don't already meditate or do mindfulness meditation, like you said, there's different apps, different programs. Calm app is a good one to start with. It's free. And you don't get results same day, guys. I always say 21 days, right? 3 weeks. If you do it consistently for 3 weeks, you will start seeing the results if you're persistent at actually doing these things. So gratitude, getting your vision straight, meditation. These 3 things right here are going to set you up to be way more open to abundance in your trading. Now, outside of your new description, there's things that I have. So I have a mix between goals and affirmations. So this is all about programming. Like, you may have heard like 90% of, traders actually aren't profitable in the market. The reality is that 90%, they stopped, they quit. They weren't persistent enough, so they never traded long enough to have a big day to make it all worth it. So you have to program yourself to actually be long-term. So I'll actually read you guys one of my kind of affirmations. So it says, I'm consistent in my efforts regardless of the results. So it's literally something I've been saying for who knows how many months now. And when I trade, it's never about what I got out of it. Every single session for me is a learning experience, profit or loss. I'm 100% okay with it. I'm just going to execute, to the best of my abilities. So that's just one example. But we all have to, once you start doing your mindfulness, you're going to start noticing things about yourself, and you want to start rewriting yourself. I listen to this, so I have this audio recorded. I listen to it, I say it, and I read it. So all my senses are actually receiving this. So what I'm doing is I'm changing my thinking. So now I can start behaving differently. In the past, when I first started, guess what I used to do? If I would lose a trade, I wouldn't even look at that chart anymore. I was emotional. I was a wreck, right? If I did really bad, I couldn't grow. I couldn't grow from it. I could not grow from it. But once I started doing these things and started changing my mind and meditating, what I was allowed to do, I began to actually take my worst trades and my worst setups and I actually made them my favorite, right? They became literally the same trades that I just won today on US 30 were trades that I didn't understand, couldn't trade, and they will always stop me out, in the past. But you have to change your perspective before you can actually grow from those mistakes or those losses. But they're really just lessons. Everything is put in place to help you grow. There's nothing put in place in this world that's literally here to hurt you. It's to help you learn and grow. So last few things, right? This is something I really want everybody to follow me with. So every trade is trade number 1. Drop a 5 in the chat. So let's get some activity because I know I've been talking for a minute. Drop a 5 in the chat so let's just hold it. Drop a 5 in the chat. I ain't even say it yet. Y'all just on command with it. That's what we got to make sure we're listening. Drop a 5 in the chat if you've ever tried to make money back in the market. You lost a particular amount and then you tried to get that back. Guys, this is probably, I'm going to write like a 10 Sins of Trading book or something. That is one of the, I used to do the same. Everything that I tell you guys is literally from mistakes that I learned the hard way, and I just re-deliver it after working through it myself. If you lose a trade and your mindset is trying to get it back, then you're missing the entire purpose of trading in the Forex markets. Guys, once again, the Forex market is extremely abundant. She's probably snuck on this chat, but I got a friend that she made over 10 grand on Bitcoin buy this week, in 24 hours. The market's abundant, right? It's extremely abundant, right? Extremely abundant. So if your mindset is so small that you're trying to get back this little $150, you're going to miss the bigger purpose of what the market is. So this is the key, and this is what I want you to do. So I don't like to tell people what not to do. I like to tell people what to do. Trade every single trade like it's trade number 1, right? To the best of its abilities. Meaning, just because you're up the same amount that you just particularly lost, or it seems right, guys, leave that type of thinking alone. That's not what the market is for. If you start putting life into the market, it does not mix well. It doesn't mix well. You have to allow the market to be abundant for you, and you're going to have big days. You're going to have bigger wins and losses. See, the thing is that you can control your losses, but you can't control your wins, right? You gotta learn how to be a good driver. A good driver is the person that places the trade, but you also have to be a good passenger. See, the passenger is the person that just rides the trade. And if you're not a good driver and a good passenger, then you're never going to be profitable and you're never going to get to your destination, right? You're never going to get to the destination that you really want to get to. So every trade is trade number 1. Start trading each next trade. Forget all the others. It's true. FaceTime me. Sorry about that. Stop trading each trade, based off of a previous trade, right? Number 2, pay all bills before funding trading account. Okay? Pay all bills before funding trading account. It is not realistic to say, oh, this is due at the end of the week and I need to make this amount to make it. Guys, you're putting way too much pressure on yourself. You're going to start seeing things that aren't there in the market. You have to allow the market to just be the market and just allow for it. That's why building this business is so key. It's so key because it positions you to build up to a residual that takes care of all your bills, right? All monthly expenses are met with monthly residual. And that way now you can just allow trading to be abundant. So unless you can just, you know, manifest an extremely abundant mindset for trading, you know, you want to make sure that the bills are taken care of first. So we got about 4 minutes. Let me see where else I can go. Oh, keys. Write these down, guys. Number 1, always eat. Always eat. Always eat. Always eat. Let me tell you guys something about eating before trading. I know this sounds like weird, but this is actually so important. See, if you don't eat, it actually plays really hard into your willpower, right? Like if you're a government and you're trying to make somebody give you information, one of the things you're going to do is not let them eat enough, right? You're going to get them hungry, because what happens is people's will is weak when they have not eaten, right? There's certain things in food that, you know, it fills your blood with the right stuff that allows for you to feel energized. And without that, your willpower is going to go. And when your willpower goes, your discipline goes. So I can give you the best strategy. I can give you all the right steps. But if you don't do the basic needs, at the end of the day, you are still a human person, a human body. All this mental stuff, all this spiritual stuff is great. But at the end of the day, if your body is dying, you're not getting anything done. You got to eat. Sleep. So I'm going to tie sleeping with limiting the hours that you trade. Right? You cannot trade all day. You can't be on the charts all day. Your eyes can only take so much. Your body can only take so much. Your brain can only take so much. We all have limits. Everybody's is different. You have to sleep. If you're trading sleepy, you're basically trading drunk. And you know what happens when you try to drive drunk, right? You're not going to end up where you want to go. And the last thing about this, guys, is that you want to journal. This is the last thing that I want to talk about. You want to journal. See, in the beginning, a lot of us, we skip this process. We just trade and we never give ourselves feedback. And this goes on for months, maybe even some years before we start actually figuring out who we are as a trader. I had to do some really self-reflecting, literally sitting there writing how undisciplined you are will make you start to change, right? It's going to make you start to change, to literally say that I was up $800 for the day and then I blew it all. When you have to do that and you have to write that to yourself, guys, you're going to start checking yourself. But if you just get up and just go on about life, you're not actually coming face to face with what the issue is. You have to start journaling. Cut that call off. So with that being said, guys, I'm actually out of time. I actually do have to go at 4:05, but I appreciate everybody for getting on this call. Please, drop some 888s for infinity, right? If you are thinking more abundantly, if you can see where you're actually going, if you think that this call was extremely valuable and that Rose put y'all in a position to win even more today, please drop an 888 in the chat. It's your boy Zakar, aka Trade Smart Z. I'm gonna go ahead and pass it back over to Rose. I appreciate you, Lady Boss. Please, I love you. Stay connected. Keep being you. You are fantastic, amazing. I love you. Thank you.
Can't hear you, Rose. You still muted, sis? Yo, you muted. We don't hear you.
I hear you.
Nah, she's probably dropping gems right now. We don't hear nothing. That's crazy.
Everybody at me on Instagram, real talk.
Period. Follow me too.
Hey, real talk _BACC.
Shoot,
baby.
I got Instagram.
Baby.
Yo, I was going in. People just texting me like, yo, you muted. I just said so much.
Yo, you're muted.
Am I still muted, sis? Can y'all hear me? Am I still
Yes.
muted?
We hear you. We hear you.
No, we can't hear you.
See, that's why. I literally missed everything, but I said it with so much excitement.
No, sis, you gotta run it back. You gotta run it back, bro. You gotta run it back.
I gotta run it back? Run it back. All right, they said they want me to run it back. Drop all the stuff that I was saying because he didn't get to hear it. What I was saying was the next call for me is tonight at 7. It's an op call, showing people the business, presenting it. Let's rock and roll, queens. Let's get it. 7 o'clock, plug me in. After that, Monday, we got Manifestation Mondays, Jordan Eagle, including me, Manifestation Mondays. We doing a call. Let's get it going. After that, we got Queen City Wednesdays, all the queens of Forex, inside of Wealth Club, doing an op call. After that, on Friday, we got Mr. Banks going live with me, showing you guys how to build a dynasty. After that, we got Nate the Great, P2K in the business, live with me. After that, we got another round of Queen City. Any queens inside of Wealth Club that want to work with me and do a call, let's go. I got open slots for May. Let's get it going. I got open slots for June. If you want to watch me rank, that's cool. But if you want to rank up with me, that's even better. I appreciate the support. Yo, my team is about to kill it. I just want y'all to know that. My team is about to kill it. So when y'all see us and we walking through and we shutting your Instagram down, show love. You either with us or you watching us. Let's get it going. Show
I'm muted again, yo. Shout out to the whole Rochester squad. You feel me? Shout out to the whole. See, the devil don't want me to stop. I'm not gonna hold y'all. It's 4:03. Y'all know we got the op call at 5 with Gus. Then we got the op call at 7 with me. Ladies, let's plug in. Shout out to the whole Wealth Club. Shout out to the New York squad. Shout out to the Rochester squad. Shout out to everybody that supports me. I truly appreciate you guys for hopping on this call. Next time y'all gonna see my faces at 7. After that is Monday with Jordan Eagle. So when that flyer drops, just promote it. I'm gonna promote whatever y'all got going. It's a two-way street. Whatever you need me to promote, we gonna get it. New ranks popping, P2K's loading. Zakar just texted me and said thank you. Y'all energy was great. The link will be dropped on YouTube so that you can share it with your team. All right. Let's go to work. Let's not be about it. Let's go to. Yo, somebody said hustle ass.